Alright guys, we're back on our favorite car today. It's been brought to my attention that the headlights are no longer acceptable. They're getting pretty cloudy. I've already done these. Well, I tried to do them once myself, and I don't know, they looked worse when I was done. Then the relative owns a body shop, and they did it, and apparently there could be a coating on here, and I just didn't get that off. So they ground that off, and they look pretty good for about 2 years. So I was getting ready to do this. Oh, let me show you what we need. There's what we need: headlight kit, soap, water, tape, drill. And what we'll do, start out by drying off all this rainwater we got. I was getting ready to do this, and the sky got dark and it poured. So we're a little later in the day than I'd prefer, but at least try to get one of these done. So water knocked off. So we're going to be sanding on here. We don't want to inadvertently color sand our paint. So we'll mask off this headlight around the painted areas, just so we don't get into grinding the paint. So I will get that mask off and we'll bring you back and we'll get started. Okay, so we've masked off the headlights, and I threw a drop cloth over here because this thing is going to sling like paint dust everywhere, headlight dust everywhere. And I got it all over under the hood last time and never heard the end of it. So we start out with this kit, and I guess you could even do this without a kit, but I had one. So let's see what we have here. We have 1500, 800. I think there's even another grit. Like 2000 right there, a little foam pad. If you see all this. So we start with the 800 grit. This goes on. Little applicator pads, Velcro. And I tried using a cordless drill before, and it just wasn't enough speed. So the good old school corded drill works much better. Alright, we're masked off. There's a Velcro pad, and this is the 800 grit that comes in the little kit. You could probably do this with not even having a kit, but with a DA sander, some fine paper. Got water in here. Put a drop or two of dish soap, and that'll just kind of help clean it. It works much better wet. So get it wet. Start with the 800. And a corded drill works much better. You get a lot more speed. It seems to work a lot better. I've tried a cordless, and it seemed like it just wasn't enough speed out of it. So it's going to look a lot worse before it gets better. So you kind of want an even haze, so I'm going to hit that a little more and try to get that a little more even. Alright, so you pretty much want it to evenly look bad. So, let's see. Alright, so those are 800 grit scratches. So we are going to go to the 1500 next. Alright, so we're making a little bit of progress. Getting a little clearer, so I'm going to hit that a little more. Okay, so that pretty much looks like hell, but when you get it wet, it looks pretty good. So we're going to see where we are now, and the last grit in this kit's at 2000. It's really fine. So, and not even sure which side to use. Let's see which side sticks. Well, that side doesn't stick, so that must be the grit side. And this thing is like way foamy. So, I think it's supposed to stay wet, so we'll get it good and wet. Let's see what this does. So that's what we look like now. That's what we looked like when we started. I don't know if you can see too much of a difference here. So now we'll get set up and do the buffing phase. So there's a buffing pad in this particular kit. Velcro's right on there. This kit actually comes with its own advanced polishing compound goo. So, squirt a little bit of that on there. You can actually use rubbing compound or polishing compound for like paint. It's kind of the same principle. Just kind of get it moved around, because if I started this drill right now, all that stuff would be gone. Fling it everywhere. Apply a little more goo. This thing will eventually get soaked and I won't need to use as much, but since it's new, lighting isn't the greatest. That's the shadow. So there's one, and that's what the other side looks like. So I know the lighting's a little screwy, but that's the difference. So anyway, we'll get on and do the next one. Alright guys, we had so much fun yesterday, we decided to do it again today. I got inspired by doing Acadia and realized how bad the ones in my car are. The glare doesn't help, but so there's where the hood covers them. So that is the result of 10 years, 10 and a half years. So we will we'll attack these too. Okay, there's one down. Let's do a before and after. So this was the other side that I haven't touched yet. Yeah, the glare doesn't help. But you can see the yellowness in it. So